Okay, so if you're running a Shopify store, you know this feeling, right? You have amazing products, but when you look them up on Google, they just vanish into the crowd. Well, today we're going to fix that. We're unlocking a super powerful SEO technique called product schema. Let's get right into it. Seriously, it's a question every single store owner asks themselves. You've poured your heart into a great product, you've got a beautiful website, but then someone searches for it and your listing is just meh, it just blends in. So what gives? Well, the answer usually comes down to how you're talking to the search engines. And boom, this right here just says it all. I mean, look, on the left, you've got your plain, kind of boring search result. But on the right, that's what we call a rich snippet. It's got those shiny star ratings, the price is right there, it even tells you if it's in stock. And this is all before you even click. So let me ask you, which one are you clicking on? Yeah, exactly. That's the power we're going to unlock today. Okay, so how in the world do you get those awesome, eye-catching results for your products? It all comes down to something called product schema. And you can think of it like a secret language, really. It's a way for you to talk directly to Google and the other search engines. Now, the official technical term for this secret language is structured data. Don't let the name scare you. It's really just a chunk of code that you add to your website, and it follows this very specific, standardized format. Its entire job is to tell Google, hey, this is a product page, and here's everything you need to know about it. Honestly, the absolute easiest way to wrap your head around this is to think of it as a translator, right? Your product page clearly has a title, a price, maybe some reviews, but to Google's little web crawlers, it's all just a bunch of code. Structured data steps in and acts as that perfect translator. It takes all that key info and spells it out in a language Google understands instantly, no confusion. And for us, in the world of e-commerce, it gets even more specific. The kind of structured data we're focused on is called product schema. It's like a special vocabulary just for products. The code itself is usually written in a format called JSON-LD. All you need to know is that's the one Google prefers. So these are the tools we're going to use. Okay, so we get what it is now, but let's talk about the payoff. I mean, why should you even bother spending time on this? The short answer? Because the benefits for your store's SEO are, well, they're absolutely massive. So here's how it works. It's kind of like a positive feedback loop. You implement the product schema, and that earns you those awesome rich snippets. Because they stand out, those snippets get you way more clicks. And guess what? All those extra clicks send a huge signal to Google that your page is super relevant, and that can boost your rankings. It's this powerful cycle that just makes your entire SEO foundation so much stronger. At the end of the day, it really just boils down to this one simple fact. When you make it easier for search engines to understand your content, they reward you for it. It's like they become more confident in what your page is all about, so they're much more likely to show it to the right people and to show it off in the best possible way. All right, so we've covered the what and the why. Now it's time for the fun part, the how. Let's actually walk through a step-by-step blueprint for getting this code right into your Shopify store. Okay, first things first, you are going to have to dive into your Shopify theme's code. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. You're just looking for one specific file, the one that controls your product pages. In most modern themes, it's probably going to be a section file, and it's usually named something obvious, like producttemplate.liquid or maybe main.product.liquid. So once you've tracked down that file, the next step is pretty simple. You're just going to paste in your JSON-LD script. Remember, this is that block of code with all the translated product info. A good pro tip is to place it somewhere near the top of the file. That way, it loads nice and early when the search engine crawlers come by. So what exactly needs to go into that script? Well, you've got the essentials, right? The product name, the price and currency, whether it's in stock, and the SKU. But, and this is the really crucial part, if you want those rich snippets, you have to include review data. I'm talking about the aggregate rating. That's the average score and the total number of reviews. That is the secret sauce that gets you those little golden stars in the search results. Okay, you've added the code, you've saved the file, you're feeling pretty good about yourself, but hold on, there is one more critical step, and I'm telling you, you absolutely cannot skip this. You have to test it to make sure everything is working just right. And lucky for us, Google gives us a free tool to do this. It's called the Rich Results Test. It's super easy. You just copy your product page URL, paste it into the tool, and it'll analyze all your code. It'll then tell you if there are any errors, and this is the most important part, if your page is actually eligible for those valuable rich results. Think of it as your final quality check. Look, the bottom line is this.
Getting your product schema implemented correctly, it isn't just some small little tweak. It is a fundamental long-term SEO advantage. It's what's going to help you stand out from the crowd, earn way more clicks, and at the end of the day, build a much stronger business.
So there you have it. You've now mastered how to make your products absolutely shine in the search results. That's a huge win. So you've got to keep that momentum going, which leads to a really interesting question, right? Now that you've nailed this technical win, what's the next simple SEO tactic that could have that same kind of massive, transformative impact on your store? Definitely something to think about.